for Mystical Riff by the River.
This is Leah.
And I'm Nameh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Leah
is holding down the tarot side of things.
And I've got the human design side. So human design is a system that has arrived in my life and been a great resource. And I'm somebody who offers readings and helps people work with this energetic mapping system. And what we have in mind, or how we've organized these readings, is we're going to pull a tarot card, human design gate, through a deck by Brenda Magnuson. And this reading is line 4. So if you look at your human design and you look at the sun or the earth placement and you see the gate number and then the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, if you have a 4 in what's considered your profile, you might find this reading interesting. And if you just want to come in and get some curious information without any attachment to a structure, I'm like, wait, I don't know what's happening.
We just pulled the 10 of Wands for the 3 line.
Line 3.
Line
yeah,
3.
Yeah.
And we got it for line 4. So there might be some repetition if you're listening to both, but here we go.
So line 4s are considered to be the networkers. They're people who have this ability to be among a community or group of people. And their opportunities arrive from that. So if you're looking for a hairdresser, you need somebody who's really great at cutting hair, call up your 4th line people. They're going to kind of accumulate this Rolodex of people. And typically within their network, within their community, that's where their opportunities come from. So that's where in traditional human design is referred to as the opportunist. So line 4s can have like a fixed quality to them because do you remember Eva Peron? Evita? Don't cry for me, Argentina.
I remember that song, yeah.
So, so I think of people who have line 4s in their profile is they want some kind of stage because not only do they have networks or they have a community and their opportunities come from that, they see their role as being an influence. So part of this Rolodex of people, or like the best this or the best that, it's of course the best for that resonance with that 4th line person. But if we were to look at all of the people in that person's network, the people who are in, say, that hub, if we were to use like a wheel metaphor, so the people who are, I'm losing the metaphor, but the group of people who are together, the orienting piece is the 4th line. So the hairdresser and the massage therapist or the person who cuts trees, they might not like jam and enjoy each other, but they enjoy the 4th line. They enjoy the person that's at the center of that hub.
Oh, interesting.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I know, because it can feel like confusing when I've been with 4th lines and I'm like, well, but that person is my person. I really vibe and have a resonance with them. But the people that they think are the shit and the bananas, I don't.
Yeah.
There has to, anyway, it's just an interesting quality.
Oh, that's fascinating. So 10 of Wands, like I said, I will repeat myself a bit here because we just did this.
Yep.
But it is a point in the Wands journey. It's the end of a journey because it's the 10 and the Ace to 10 story is sort of a contained story. And so when you reach the 10, you know you're kind of in this closing part of a chapter. And 10 of Wands is about holding too many wands on your back, as in there's a lot of responsibilities and structures that you may be feeling confined by, and that feel really hard to put down. And yet the invitation is to, with support, find ways to put some of them down and release some of those burdens, responsibilities. Also hearing what you were describing about a 4. Like, it sounds like there could be a lot of also social ties that could feel exhausting, and like, where can you take more breaks and set more boundaries where you might be feeling pulled in a lot of different directions.
Well, and I was having this kind of internal trying to hide it inside, like, how am I going to tether 10 of wands to fourth lines? And fourth lines could feel like, well, but these are my people and I'm loyal to them. So there can be a loyalty that potentially hasn't been evaluated recently. It might need an upgrade. So it's often thought of as like the health of a fourth line's community translates to the health of the fourth line. So if they have people in their network that actually pull on their energy in a unsustaining way or doesn't actually support them in a sustainable way, it could actually mean that they're kind of in a rut and they need some help to kind of like get out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that doesn't, in case you're someone who's like, what, are you saying I should like dump my friends or whatever? Like, we're not saying anything specific necessarily. We're just saying, like, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but like, what can shift, what can upgrade, what can update that would allow you to feel more energized within the dynamic. So maybe that's more boundaries, maybe that's more a certain kind of communication or a certain kind of authenticity.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Ten of Wands is indicating there's a certain structure that you are used to, and there's a current burdensomeness that it's causing that is tiring. And so letting yourself discover what could shift, what could be put down, what could be updated, upgraded, in order to not feel so stuck.
Yeah, because it could feel like don't rock the boat, or I've been with these people for a long time, and to your point, it doesn't necessarily mean throw everybody out of the boat. It could mean that there could be a helpful conversation like, hey, I'm noticing that I'm actually not feeling so nourished anymore, or this part of the dynamic for how we're relating is hard for me to be around. I'm gonna adjust or do whatever or make a request. Is it possible when we're on the phone for 20 minutes instead of 3 hours, that kind of conversation to adjust things as needed. And what I think is so beautiful about us is we have those.
Yes.
I find in an ease-filled way. Like we had one before we started, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm seeing this way. Can I reality check that with you?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't see it that way. I'm so glad you brought it in so that we can look at it and kind of clean the decks and clear things.
Nameh's been my greatest teacher when it comes to boundaries as a beautiful thing in a relationship. And the way I've described it with Nameh is it's like we're sharing a reality.
Yeah.
And that is so soothing to my system.
Yeah.
And so I do think boundaries, they're a hot word right now. And I know that sometimes they sound easy, sometimes they sound really hard. But I do think even when they're a little hard or really hard to do, they do help us share a reality with people. Yeah. And often that's worth it. And there's the Prentice Hemphill quote that you all might know, which is, boundaries are the distance at which I can love you and myself at the same time. Something to think about.
I love that we're in the same reality together.
Yeah.
That's really potent. Yeah. Because so much can happen with the story I tell myself is you're not calling me back because you're mad that I said this thing or I said that thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, ha-ha! So the human design gate that I pulled is in the abstract circuitry or the collective circuitry around sensing. And so it's gate 29. And so gate 29 is the sacral. It's oriented in the sacral energy center. And it's about the yes or the no. But it's the yes or the no about diving into the abyss. So people who have this gate can have this capacity to go into this experience blind. Something in their body is like, I don't know why, Leah, but can we start doing these interviews? Can we start doing these readings? Because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Like, it's just a complete unknown. And I can feel so clearly this energy. I want to go do this thing. And it's like the energy is there for as long as it's there. And what can typically be known about either this gate or this channel is it's only when it's over, it's only when the experience has concluded that all of the understanding and sensing of information for, oh, that's why I needed to do that thing. That's why I needed to go walk the Camino, you know, whatever those big, like, paths are. I just gotta go do it and see what happens. Yeah.
That's awesome. And it's making me think about, in connecting these two cards, the Ten of Wands to Gate 29, is the scariness of letting go of our structures and letting go of our responsibilities or burdens or the thing that we're used to that's formed a sense of our identity, and perhaps a sense of like learned helplessness of sort of like, this is just how it is and there is no changing it. And as you start to chip away at that, there is a sense of entering a bit the abyss, because there is a sort of messy unknown beyond what we're used to. And it feels like an invitation into some bravery, knowing that there is going to be this leap that's being asked of you that might feel illogical, you know, but listening to the body and trusting the body and trusting your bravery to take that leap.
Well, and what's cool about what you're bringing in there is, like, it could be feeling the energy to do something that you've never done before. You know, to the point about the illogical nature of the diving and, like, but what'll happen once I get there? You know, maybe safety stuff could arrive, or will my people be there, thinking about the fourth lines? What opportunity is possible for me there? This gate, Gate 29, the abyss, they have the energy to dive almost blind. And they'll know when it's over.
I love this.
Ready for an animal spirit card?
I'm ready.
It's like our summary of the closer. Oh! Okay. Wait a second.
What sound do turkeys make?
And they're such social creatures. Like, I remember interviewing for a farm back in my farming days, and these turkeys would just, like, follow, and just, like, you know, like, wanting to know what's going on. So, turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace.
It sounds like this card is associating turkey with Thanksgiving, which, you know, maybe I have a, like, there's a part of me that's like, oh, Thanksgiving, it's a very complicated holiday because of its history. So maybe taking the parts of it, the gratitude part of it, which, you know, they say as a culture we could always use a little more dose of gratitude, even if we do need a retelling and a reframing around Thanksgiving. But turkeys have been a symbol of this holiday that represents gratitude. So it makes sense to me that those two things are associated. The other thing that my brain is going is when I used to, my friend Nilu raised turkeys when I first met her, and it was the first time I really hung out with turkeys, and I saw that they're, what do they call, like, the thing that hangs down? It, like, changes colors. Based on, like, their, I don't know. In my mind, it was like a mood ring. Exactly. It was like a mood ring. And so, I don't know. There's something just so whimsical about that. And so, like, I don't know, wearing your mood on your, on whatever that thing is. Yeah.
I want to say, like, goblet, but I don't know.
I know.
If that's...
Giblet?
I don't know. Turkey Spirit's message for you is that you always have the potential for manifesting a rich reality. For the turkey represents generosity and a celebration of abundance through giving to others. Give freely without expectation, and you shall receive, for the manifestation of abundance is happening right now. Align with it by sharing your good fortune with others, whether it's money, loving guidance, the gift of listening, kindness in any form. Immerse yourself. Again, that abysmal, you're just diving in. You don't know where you're headed. In the flow of generous abundance, being a channel of turkey spirit and the desire of spirit to see all beings experience the blessing of plenty. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I'm seeing the detail of fourth lines could maybe be organizing their yes or no based on, well, what's the opportunity that's going to arrive by me giving, as opposed to giving because it feels good, giving because it's nourishment that gets to be shared out into the greater world. Yeah, so maybe more of a neutral, yeah.
I love that. And then the other thing I thought about in thinking how these connect too is when we're entering a phase of like the abyss or the void, sometimes it can feel like we're without, like we're lacking. And so just that, like that reminder of like, you are resourced, you have abundance, just to help you feel more, remind you of your strength and your capacity to move through this moment of the unknown.
Yeah. That's what we have, fourth lines.
Bye, fourth lines.
Bye. Hello, hello. I feel like I hello the same every time.
Hello. I don't think you do.
Okay, cool. And if I do, here you go. That's what
great.
happened.
We like a rhythm.
We got a rhythm.
Yeah.